Howdy, everyone. Welcome to Tilson Live. It is Tuesday. It's 2 o'clock. We are coming at you live on YouTube and live on Facebook, as we do each and every Tuesday that we can, and for the most part. But we are here to talk about all things building a custom home on your land. I'm Eric Allard, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family. Ignore this person. We're going to introduce her. She has a special introduction coming, but not yet. We are joined, as we are each and every single week, by the marvelous Dawn Dantzler, Tilson's Vice President of Marketing and Customer Experience. Good afternoon, Dawn.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
It's fantastic. Loving it. Having a good time. Folks going to be jumping into the chat. It is a short week for most people. There's this thing happening where we gorge ourselves and for whatever reason call that having a good time, which of course it is. And so we're at Thanksgiving week. We're excited. You wouldn't know it. It's 80 outside in most of the state, but some areas is cool. We'll get to that in a second. But anyway, that's what's going on. We are excited to be here on Tilson Live today. It is Tuesday. It is 2 o'clock, folks. Jump into the chat. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in. We want to hear from you. That's the whole point of the show, is to talk about building a custom home on your land somewhere in Texas. But if you got questions elsewhere, we'll try to answer those too. We'll answer them. They just may or may not be accurate, but we will answer your questions for sure. But we have a very special guest today because we're showing a very special home today. Yeah. We are joined by Miss Kelsey Rose from our Weatherford location. Hello, Kelsey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Beautiful background. Your office is gorgeous. It's fantastic. Is that a scent thing back there? It
is.
Nice. Okay. We'll do it. We'll have people guess what scent it is, and then we'll answer at the end for fake internet points. It'll be great. We have no way to validate or verify what it is, so whoever Kelsey wants to win is who's going to win. All right, so Kelsey from Weatherford's joining us, which is kind of a little spoiler alert of what we're going to be showing today. But before we get to that, folks, as you're jumping into the chat, telling us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in, Kelsey, tell us a little bit about yourself. What brought you to Tilson Homes? How long you been here? What do you like doing up there in Weatherford, Texas?
I've been here for about 3 years now, and I was in real estate, but I really like the design aspect of everything and found this. This is perfect. It's exactly what I want to do.
Awesome. Very glad to have you here. And thank you for taking time to join us today and talk about, but what are we talking about? We're talking about Weatherford and like Christmas decorations. Dawn, what are we doing?
Peach festivals, stuff like that.
Peach festivals. Lovely. We actually, this is a very little known fact at Tilson Homes. We have a state champion peach pit spitter
yes,
in our company. World champion. Well, we're declaring world champion. He's for sure state champion. Certainly the best in Fredericksburg. So yeah, shout out Chauncey Howell. If you ever want tips on how to spit peach seeds, be very careful saying that. Then Chauncey's your bot. Anyway, what are we talking about?
We are talking about our Cisco model up in Weatherford. So it's one of our newest models. It's absolutely gorgeous. I had the privilege of being there a couple weeks ago and checking it out and showing you guys a little bit of it. So now we're here to talk about the whole home.
Awesome. So, all right. So yeah, we are talking all things Cisco model, brand new model. Just had the grand opening. Kelsey's the subject matter expert. She's going to tell us what all we did to it, what customers are saying about it. We're going to go through and do the video tours of the various spaces, but then Kelsey's here to give you the special insights that, let's just face it, the B grade talent that we have on the video just can't. Okay, so that's why she's here to settle all that. But do jump into the chat. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. Looks like we might be having some issues with YouTube.
Shocking. Yeah, I'm getting the team to check that.
Okay. Well, good. It's only the biggest search engine. Second, I guess. All right, so
it's second place.
It is, yeah.
Further Google.
You can't beat them by them. So, all right, we are talking about the Cisco model, Weatherford, Texas. We're going to show you kind of what's, the base design, and then all the really cool stuff that we did. And there's other cool stuff that people have done or are doing that, yeah, absolutely. Kelsey's going to take us through. So, Dawn, I think I did actually finally share out the PowerPoint, which I had not done whenever we were.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, good. It's my first time, can I say?
All right.
All right, so folks, jump into the chat. Where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. We want to hear from you. Ask us any questions. And yeah, let's get talk about the Cisco.
All right. So the Cisco model the plan has 5 elevation options. So the A is our traditional brick gable. The B is going to be the traditional craftsman style with that brick wainscot and your lap siding. The C elevation is going to be your typical farmhouse. So it's going to be board and batten siding with your rough sawn accents, big front porch. Elevation D is our Texas ranch style. So that's going to be a mix of stone with board and batten and then the rough sawn accents on that. And then the E elevation, which is what we built up in Weatherford, is just I'm not sure what to call it. It's a mix of rock and stone. It's very kind of quintessential North Texas area. So we've got, some rough sawn accents on there. We've got, brick and stone mixed in there and just a very, stunning model when you walk up upon it because it's got really high ceilings, really a grand entrance going on in that.
It does make a bold statement, yeah. And nestled there in what we were just coming before we started of those beautiful parks that we have. It's toss up between this one and Georgetown as far as nestled in the live oak trees, but class to say it fits right in. It looks really cool.
Right, awesome. So the standard plan for the Cisco is going to be right around 2,300 square feet. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, and it is a true split bedroom plan. So you're going to have that master suite on a complete opposite side of the home from all of the other bedrooms. So everybody has their privacy, and then you've got that open concept. Family room, kitchen, dining area, all combined into one. So everybody who's cooking can be a part of what's going on with the family. And then you've got that large back porch with that entrance off of the dining area, big walk-in pantry. Just lots of space in this model. Really good use of design. You've got your big master bathroom, huge walk-in closet on that, really large utility room with lots of room for storage. Just a great use of space in this home. And so our Weatherford model is that elevation E. So you can see her in all of her gorgeousness right here. So you've got that stone, you've got the herringbone brick up in the tops of the gables, your rough sawn wood accents, and you can see that the entrance in is very, very tall. Above that door, you've got really high ceilings there. So it just really makes a grand statement when you're walking into that house. And then this is everything we did to it to change it up from the standard layout. So the first thing that we did is in that master bedroom, we did a step ceiling and it's got shiplap up in that treatment. And then the second thing in the kitchen, that is actually the alternate kitchen layout. And to show you guys some options in this kitchen, we did go ahead and opt for the 54-inch cabinets. So they go all the way to the ceiling on the upper cabinets. And then we also have a newer style of wood vent hood that looks really cool to kind of show off to y'all. And then we've got a large, eating bar. We did a couple changes onto that island that we can talk about, but it is a different color on that island. It's actually a navy blue stain, wood stain, so not paint, but it's stained in an accent color. Really gorgeous. In the family room, instead of having that door off of the dining area, we went ahead and did large sliding doors between the family room and the covered porch. So you'll get to take a peek at those and did a really unique ceiling treatment in that family room where we have some custom box beam pattern that Eric doesn't want you to see anymore. And there's actually sheetrocked box beams that have crown molding up in them. So very, nice, unique pattern that we've done. Just to show you some different options of what you can do in your home. And we also, on that side of the home, instead of having 4 bedrooms, we went ahead and did the study option. So that front bedroom was turned into a study. So you've got the entrance coming off of the foyer instead of that main hallway now, but still kept that closet. So if you need to use it as a guest room or use it as a bedroom in the future, very easy to do so. And then we've got that raised foyer up front. So we went ahead and added some box beam accents up there and a gorgeous chandelier hangs in that space. And then over on the master suite side, we connected that utility room to the closet. So you've got a door coming from the master closet into the utility space. That closet was so large, we decided to show off what it looks like with an island in it. So added an island into that master closet. And then we did what is honestly my favorite bathroom in our portfolio, the alternate master bath 2. is in there. So you've got the dual vanities happening. We also have a cathedral ceiling with a beam in there, gorgeous chandelier that kind of leads into that really oversized shower that's got dual shower heads and double doors. Just a really stunning master bathroom. So can't wait to show you guys that.
Pretty sweet. All right. Well, Dawn, who's joining us?
Well, let's see. We have got Courtney coming in from Rockdale, Texas. Hey, Courtney.
Oh, what's up?
And then we've got Michael, who's reporting that the YouTube comments aren't working. So we're working on troubleshooting that for you, which we can see that we can comment. I'm trying to check to make sure other people can. We got Denise saying hello from the beautiful Big Bend National Park. The weather is gorgeous. Our closing date on our Canyon D is about 4 weeks away in December. So
That's
we're so
awesome.
close. Oh, that's awesome.
Thanks for checking in, Denise. Send pictures of Big Bend. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then we've got Michael saying he's in Fredericksburg, Texas, close to signing on Apollodoro with Hayden.
Awesome.
And then we've got LaShawn. Howdy, LaShawn here, building out in Waller, Texas. We cleared our underbrush Friday to pick the perfect spot for our Brazoria D. While out there this weekend, we ran into a neighbor whose property backs up to ours, another Tilson family member. He had great things to say about Tilson, even with a few hiccups, and said he put a call into Eric and said he's helped and led in the right direction. He's very pleased with his home. That made us feel even better about our decision. We just signed off on our exterior and interior today with Sydney, and we're excited for the next step, which I think is soil testing. So awesome.
All right. Very informed.
And then we've got Courtney on YouTube. So comments are working, watching from Waco. So not sure what was happening with you, Michael, but they appear to be working for us. Denise says they also closed on their home in Pearland and are temporary residents at the Chapel Hill RV Park.
That's why
which explains why you're in Big Bend.
Awesome.
That's awesome. And then we've got Josie and Linda from Jasper County. Cabinets went in yesterday on our Canyon D. The stone is going on today. It's been a wonderful experience. Can't wait to move in. Awesome. And then we've got Ed saying howdy from Seattle. Cold, gray, and wet too.
That's great. Well, we're glad you sent some cool weather our way, and hope you get down here to where it's sunny soon. We're covering a big span from Big Bend National Park to Jasper. That might be a 500 or 600 mile spread. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's a big deal. So yeah, look at us. Awesome. Look at us. All right, so we've got a little bit of I was a little off. I just Googled 693 miles. So big spread.
That's enough.
A long way. So, well, let's check out some of the model, and then Kelsey can tell us about what in the world's going on in this thing too.
Awesome. Let's take a peek.
Howdy, I'm Eric Auer with Tilson Homes, and I'm so glad you're going to join us today on a tour of our beautiful Cisco model home in Weatherford, Texas. So as you start to approach the Cisco model here in Weatherford, you're walking up from our design center, and you're going to notice a beautiful elevation we've opted for that just brings a lot of cool exterior craftsman look to it. We've opted for some stone. There's a lot of brick accents as well as wood accents that really make the place feel like you're in the middle of nature, and which is really nice. Great craftsman look, still very modern, but also gives you that old world feel. And then immediately as you walk into the foyer of the Cisco model, we opted to go with a really tall ceiling, which is part of that elevation you get on the outside. We got some wood beams that we opted to put in here, beautiful light fixture package, and then just something that welcomes your friends and family into this home when they walk in. And as they're walking in, their eyes are immediately drawn to one of the largest family rooms in this square footage size. So we opted to go with a beautiful 8-foot by 12-foot patio door across the back that's gorgeous. It's cased with the same kind of craftsman look of trim. All the doors are. A lot of craftsman feel in here. You've got some beautiful wood floors that we opted for. Nice light fixture package. We opted for a sheetrock box beam detail that just really gives it a nice custom feel in this family room. Immediately, of course, off the family room is the kitchen area, the heart of the home. And the Cisco kitchen does not disappoint. So it has a massive island, all one surface, beautiful farmhouse sink that we opted for. It also has, we did different color cabinet on the island than we did in the rest of the kitchen to kind of give it that old world charm and feel, kind of like a rustic piece of furniture that we brought in. And then additionally, we opted to go with 54-inch tall upper cabinets to really give it that beautiful custom feel, really high in demand these days, and lots of storage that goes all the way to the ceiling. So another thing we opted to do, we see a lot these days, is drawers everywhere instead of just the doors. So these give you nice, big, deep, full extension drawers for your pots, pans. They are self-closing, which is included in all the homes that we build. And you have tons and tons of storage throughout the kitchen, and you're not having to reach back behind things to pull that out. So really cool feature that we opted for. Pendant lights over the island here. Just a really beautiful kitchen that's also still very functional, which is really important for our customers. So the dining space of the Cisco model, we opted to not have a formal dining room. It's just one large eating area right off the kitchen, still open to the family room, so you can hang out here with your family, still watch the ball game on TV, but also still be here in nature. You've got windows on two sides, lots of natural light pouring in. You can enjoy your space, watch the deer go by, or watch the grandkids swinging on the tire swing. Just a really nice place to relax in the mornings or in the evenings over dinner.
All right.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So Kelsey, tell us a little bit about kind of the impression of the outside of the home and what you think about it, and what
So
the
this is
inspiration was.
a beautiful front of the home. So I have a lot of people that like this elevation, but they like the Texas ranch style. So we've been removing some stone and brick and doing board and batten and leaving some stone there as well. So you can kind of mix and match what your preferences are and keep that roof line. So it's been a favorite for sure, because you kind of get the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the it's hard to see the scale of how big the house really is. The hotel
Really is.
that door is not small, and those light fixtures, like, it's big. You walk in and it's really, really nice. It looks really cool when you're walking.
That ceiling there is 14 foot high.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's massive. And then you come into that gorgeous family room. And I love what we did, with the box beams in here. Is very different from what we do in a lot of our other homes. So just love that we're showing off what it looks like with sheetrock beams and the crown molding. What are your favorite parts of this house?
I love what we did with that. And I love that we did the crown molding, and it just feels so airy when you walk in. The sliding glass doors are a favorite. It's so beautiful. Most of our customers out here have a lot of land with beautiful scenery, and so it makes it where they can have the outdoors inside and really have the view that they're looking for. It's a game changer for when they say they want windows and they see this, that's what they want. So
this is one of those, and we just really lucked out with where this house is, being able to do that. We still have live oaks in the back, so you can actually really envision what it might actually look like. And yeah, it's a big hit. Plus, you don't have the door swinging into the dining area, which is kind of nice too.
Right.
Or swinging out from. We usually swing it out on the porch if it's covered by a porch. So anyway, I thought, it was you walk in and immediately, that's what you see is just big, gigantic. I think, is this the 12 foot? I think this is the 12 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 8 by 12 of just all glass. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. And they come in different colors too. So if you want all white, and you can get that. That's the black and black. It's black on exterior and interior. But they do come in a bunch of different colors, actually.
It's great to know.
Awesome. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have her on.
I know. That's why we bring people who are smarter than us.
Yes.
And there's that gorgeous kitchen. Like I said, I really like that we went ahead and took the upper cabinets all the way to the ceiling to show off just how much storage you can have in this space.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We've actually even had a couple of customers. It's a walk-in pantry already, but we have a few customers that don't need the powder. So we've been removing the powder and creating a butler's pantry behind the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
There. And just even more storage where they can keep all of their crock pots and things out on the counter if they want to. That island is massive. Everybody loves it when they walk in. We also added a trash can pull-out drawer to it. Has two bins in there. And And that blue color looks black sometimes and blue, so it really plays with your eyes. It's a beautiful stain. I love that we found a stain. It's a stain, not a paint.
Right.
I'm a stain lover.
Yeah, so you still get to appreciate the wood grain.
Exactly.
Get a little pop of color.
And then those are level 2. So it's both sets of those cabinets are just a level 2 cabinetry. So
yeah, you don't have to break the bank to get a really pretty high-end custom look. That's nice.
right.
Yeah, very nice. And I like the way that the vent hood just kind of looks like cabinets. Very much a different style for us, but
Yeah, they designed that for this home. So it's brand new. We designed it here and it's gorgeous. Yeah, we've sold it a few times.
awesome.
Very nice.
And then your dining area is right there off the kitchen.
Yeah, and when you do the alternate kitchen, it does make that dining area really large. That's a pretty long table, and larger chairs on the ends, and you have plenty of space to walk around. And then of course our windows are so beautiful on all of our homes. Really, we have beautiful windows, so
Yeah. Yeah, you guys definitely get to take advantage of the view.
Yeah, they do.
Very nice. All right. Well, we've got a couple of people asking questions, so let's check in with them. We got Nate saying, "Hi, I have 2.25 acres in Magnolia, Texas, unincorporated area. We have a well and septic and a very nice mobile home. We're debating building versus selling and moving. Your thoughts, please."
I love Magnolia, Texas. I was born and raised in Montgomery, about 12 miles away from there, and I lived in Magnolia for 20 years. Raised my kids there. So yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. Obviously, is the woodlands and the world and spring and Houston kind of encroaching on you. Yeah, but they can't get on your 2.25 acres, right? So something to consider. One thing I would think about is like, I would check current floodplain stuff, make sure that that's not an issue right this second. It's probably not. There are some areas of Magnolia as you go a little further west towards the Waller County line. I don't know exactly where yours is, but I mean, the well is they're good to go for it's your water. You're not paying a water bill. That's awesome. Septic, that one may, it would depend on the height, how high your mobile home currently is. So typically mobile homes do sit up a little higher, right, than the slab on grade. So we may or may not actually be able to use the septic, even if it's not quite high enough. There's options there. There's like a lift station, or the county may require that you maybe add another. I don't know if you have a conventional system, you may have to add some field line, or if it's aerobic, you may have to add a sprinkler head or two, depending on what you build versus what's already there. But I mean, yeah, I'm all for. I'm a Magnolia fan. I got no problem with that. Although it got too crowded for me, so I left and moved like 25 miles away or 20 miles away. So you will not have a problem selling 2.25 acres in Magnolia, Texas. That I can tell you.
You might have trouble finding it though if you want to stay in that area.
Correct. Yeah. If you want to stay within 5 miles of there, that's gonna be tough. But yeah, that's a great spot, Nate. So thanks for asking. I hope that helps.
Yeah. All right. And then we've got Adrian from Douglas. We got to view the Cisco back in March while it was still under construction. Seeing that home helped make us choose Tilson to build our home. We have a stakeout for our house next Thursday.
Oh,
awesome.
very cool.
Thanks for sharing.
That's awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Definitely.
All right. Well, folks, keep dropping your questions and comments into the chat. We're going to answer every single one of them. Anything you want to talk, culverts, you want to talk septic systems, you want to talk design, you want to talk customization. That's what Kelsey's here for. You want to talk about financing, we can talk about that. Any questions you got that are burning in the back of your mind about what you're thinking about building a custom home on your land, or what you've heard, or that's what we're here for. So ask away. This is great.
All right. In the meantime, let's take a peek at the master suite.
So the Cisco floor plan is a true split bedroom design. Starts about 2,200 square feet. The model we have it built is a little over 2,400. The master suite is on a completely different side of the home as the spare bedrooms. The really cool thing though about this design is you can truly do all of your living, if you are empty nesters, on this side of the home. There is no reason you have to go to the other side of the house whatsoever. I'm going to show you how we did that design. But first, checking out this master bedroom. Huge space. We got king size furniture in here. We opted for a pop-up ceiling that we actually detailed with some shiplap. That was a really cool option we did. Again, we've carried that same kind of craftsman style 1x6 baseboard and 1x4 door casing throughout the home just to bring that craftsman feel inside. We also did some LED lights in here, so you can either have just those lights on or the light that's on the fan. Of course, ceiling fans in every bedroom that we do. And this ties in beautifully to one of the prettiest master suites that we have, a gorgeous bathroom going right through here. Let's go check it out. So the master bath of the Cisco plan does come with a shower, big large shower that comes in there. We opted for a few things in this model though. So of course you're gonna have your dual vanities. We opted for an optional master bath though that puts a beautiful cathedral ceiling in here. We have the shiplap on one of the walls that carries the theme that was in the master bedroom ceiling. It does separate the vanities on different sides when you do that option, which is really cool. You get massive utility cabinets, his and hers, so plenty of storage space for everybody using. And one of the things we also opted for is this really beautiful, large walk-in shower. We opted for dual shower heads. We've got some beautiful tile work that's inside, kind of a herringbone pattern in the shampoo areas. We also have a beautiful window in there, letting that natural light in, but you're still privacy because it's up real high. We opted for true frameless shower glass doors, dual, so you keep the heat in there. Beautiful tile that actually is complementary of the tile that's on the floor, but it has beautiful wave pattern to it, and just a nice place to relax to. It's a beautiful spa-like experience, but you haven't seen it all yet. Wait till we get to this master closet. It's amazing. So the master closet of the Cisco model is really amazing. This particular elevation is going to come with a window on the front. Not all of them do, but this one does, which is nice. It allows light to pour in, so when you're choosing those clothes, you're going to get a real feel of what it might look like actually outside. We got a lot of shelving built in, closet rods. We also opted to put in this nice, beautiful island for storage, so you can store jewelry, you can store, socks, other things like that. Place to set things when you're folding. And remember I mentioned that you could literally live in this side of the house. One of the coolest designs we did was right off of the master closet, which is right off the master bathroom, of course attached to the master bedroom, is a massive utility room space. So straight from your closet to the utility room, or utility room to your closet. Carry clothes throughout the house, down hallways, through doorways. It's all right here. Have plenty of space for a large washer and dryer. Lots of storage, lots of nice custom cabinetry work that we opted for. Beautiful tile floor pattern that we all wanted to do in here just to kind of set this room off. Again, big window, which helps with that front elevation, brings that natural light in as well. We opted for a place where you could fold clothes, so nice storage here. We have some customers who want to opt to put sinks in here. That's obviously something you could do. Lots and lots and lots of storage in this utility room. Plenty of space for a freezer if you want to do that, because we know a lot of our customers living out there in the country, they need that storage space. So we try to design this in a way that it made sense. And so you can go from here and get to the rest of the home, but the private access from the master suite is really the crown jewel of this house.
All right. Oh, very lovely master suite. It's one of my favorites that we have in our portfolio. So, Kelsey, what do people usually say when they see this master suite, this master bedroom?
They really love the design element of the step ceiling with the shiplap in it. And then it's a good size. With how large the master closet is, you really don't even need extra furniture in the master bedroom if you don't even want to, other than the nightstands. So it's a really, really good size, especially with how big the master closet is as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was really cool walking in and seeing the shiplap on the ceiling. Like your eyes immediately are drawn up there, and
Yeah,
the different ceiling fans than we ordinarily do. So I like the risk taking that was done. It looked really sharp.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
And there's that master bathroom. I've already said it's my favorite in the portfolio, and I'm actually putting it in my home. But what strikes you about this one?
So this is beautiful, obviously. The cathedral just makes it feel so large in there when you walk in, and very elegant. Splitting the two vanities is a favorite. Everybody comes through joking around about whose would be more dirty and, all that. This, for your vanities to be this way, it comes when you upgrade that shower, but we've actually started drawing it in with the standard bathroom as well. So you can still have a setup like this and keep the bathroom the way it comes. We can draw it in for you because everybody really loves this feature.
Yeah.
And then of course the cabinet colors are beautiful and it pops off the shiplap and the walls. Really beautiful.
Yep. Awesome. And then you've got that gorgeous shower with the double doors, and you've even got his and her sides in here too. The dual shower.
Yeah, it's beautiful. When you open it, those doors open in or out. So the nozzle to turn it on is right there on the inside of the wall, so you don't have to get cold or get wet while you're turning on your shower, which is kind of a big deal.
Nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's beautiful. It should, stay warm in there with how tall the doors are. And we did run the tile all the way to the ceiling, so it's just a beautiful spa fill in there.
Yeah.
No, it's not. And I like the touch of the window because it does let that natural. I mean, you're looking at one of our live oaks there, and it just lets that you're still in nature. Like,
because we do have the prettiest park.
Exactly. I know.
Absolutely.
I've been to them all.
And then here's the master closet, which has plenty of storage. That gorgeous
Yes.
island in there.
So this is one of my favorite features. It is adding an island into the closet is so simple, but also it makes such a difference. Storage, jewelry, socks, all sorts of different things. You don't have to have them, rolling around, or like I said, you don't even have to have a dresser in your bedroom anymore. But then when we added the door to the utility, that is really just awesome. You can carry your clothes right there. You can fold them on your island in your closet if you want to. And it's just great.
Yeah, just wonderfully convenient.
Yeah.
So I have a little funny story about this. It'll be funny to y'all. It's not funny to me. But so I guess we used this as a reel on like an Instagram ad. It's like a part of this video going in here.
Uh-oh.
It popped up in my wife's feed.
Oh.
I wouldn't do it in our house. And it's me talking about how wonderful it is. Yeah, I got to hear all about that. She said, hey, I saw this new model in our reel. I'm like, hey, what'd you think? She's like, she was not proud.
Did you tell her I wrote the script?
No, I didn't. Nope. I'm like, hey, look, school feature didn't work out in our house. Sorry, didn't lay it out right. This is what you wanted. Anyway, that was the end of the date. So moving on.
Well, I love it. It's great. And then there's another view of that utility room. You can see all the space you have in here. You have plenty of room to breathe.
And this utility room is as big as it looks. When you walk in there, it is very large. It's beautiful. I do have people add a sink over there in the corner if you want to. If they do that, we even have enough room to put cabinets on the other side too, if you still want a folding station. Adding the cabinetry above the washer and dryer, it's just beautiful like that. And you can hide your Tide and kind of things.
Yeah.
But and the big window in there too, again, it just makes it, you have natural light while you're doing your chores, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's great. And I love the floor tile that we picked in here too. It just adds a little pop to the air
That's super cool.
while you're doing your chores, a little bit more cheerful.
Yeah. Are you not cheerful with chores? My kids always.
Not usually, no. But,
Not usually.
all right. We have a few more comments and questions. So Nate is saying, thank you for the opinion and the information. And he's asking if there's going to be a seminar at the spring location in January. So we have not finalized that schedule yet, but I would say the odds are pretty high that they'll do a seminar in January. They are skipping December, but they should be back in January. So keep watching and we'll share that schedule soon. Then we've got Tracy, who's from Van Zant County, asking, where are the water heaters located? Most plans are not showing a dedicated mechanical closet.
Great question. It varies by the model. So in a lot of plans, it can be located. You can locate in the attic. If you don't like it in the attic, you got something against that, we can bring it down into part of the space. Either garage, if you are doing a garage. If not, we can dedicate part of the utility room space for that if you want to. There's a couple of reasons we like locating them in the attic, and I know people get freaked out about that. A water heater that blows can do just as much damage in the living area as it can do in the attic. The only way it won't is if you have it in an outbuilding. So, and I'm going to go through some fail safes here in a second that we are required to put on there. But one of the struggles these days with the code, when you do locate it down in the living area, is they want it in its own enclosed space. So like you said, you lose more than just kind of the 18 by 18 inch area that you need for a water heater. We have to build a closet around it. Obviously the door has to be big enough where you can get a water heater in and out of it. So you need like a 2 foot 4 inch door minimum. So you end up losing almost 3 feet by 3 feet of space. But if that's something that's important to you or that'll help you sleep better at night, we will absolutely help you design to make that happen. So that is not a problem. Fail safes. So and this is funny because even the tankless do the same thing, which is silly. But they they sit in a pan no matter what. So they're sitting in a pan, just like under the AC unit, the air handler is sitting in a pan. That pan has a drain that goes outside. Those are located outside. If you ever see water running out of any kind of a drain outside that draws your attention, you need to call someone. That's why those pipes are there. They're in obvious visual places, usually by a window or right by your door where you would see it. And then in addition to that, it has on the pop-off valve, it has a drain. So if it did get overheated and had to literally blow off steam, which is what they do, that pop-off valve is attached to a piece of PVC and it goes outside as well. So you're very well protected against, so knock on, my lamp is wood. We don't have a whole lot of warranty calls. In fact, hardly any, and none that I can think of in the last couple of years on water heaters. My apologies to Christy Reyes for having to put that into the internet. But it's not a big deal. But again, if you would feel better having it down in the living space so you can kind of keep an eye on it or something, then I know someone like Kelsey can carve it up and make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And even tankless ones have to have a pan underneath them, which is hilarious because they don't hold any water.
That is funny.
Water moves through them, but they have a dedicated pan underneath it with a dedicated drain. Sometimes the code takes a while to catch up with modern building science and technology. So we bear with the code people.
But, it's nice to have a pan. We get Jonathan and Kim saying it's a stunning model, and yes, it is. We've got Will. Hi, Will. Hi from Klondike. Hope everyone has a blessed Thanksgiving. You too. We've got Stacy saying, welcome back. We've missed these Tuesday lives the last few weeks. It's good seeing you, Dawn, after the Cisco opening. Hope we weren't in the way, and we did get our swag. Okay, good. I was worried about that. I really don't like shower curtains in the boys' bathroom, and I'm really not crazy about the full glass shower tub surround. Is there an option to do the single hinge glass shower? That way the tub is not fully enclosed.
Have you seen that done, Kelsey? You know what she's talking about? Yeah, so it's it can be done, Stacy. I think it's possible. The struggle is we're probably kind of picky about what the floors are because water's going to splash out of there. There's no doubt about it. I know that because I was a boy. Some would argue maybe still. I was in the middle of 3 boys, and also I have a boy, and so I can tell you, even with like glass around there and probably on the top too, they would still figure out a way to get water to splash outside of the thing. I'm just glad he showers personally, so that's good. But yeah, I've kind of seen what you're talking about. I've only seen it in like hotels, strangely, so that have been kind of retrofitted to make a tub area look kind of more modern. They'll put just a hinged, like 3/4 of it is covered with glass. If that makes sense. I hope that's what you're referring to, Stacy. And I don't see why we couldn't investigate something like that with our glass manufacturer. It would have to be full frameless to do that, I would imagine. But I don't see why we really couldn't do that. I would just be really concerned with, the wall and the floor. That's all.
Okay, awesome. Then we've got Isolde and Karen saying, hey, Eric and Dawn, we're about 2 more weeks away from our final walkthrough. Can't wait to move in and decorate our Arlington Bee for the holidays. Wishing y'all a safe Thanksgiving. Well, thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Glad you guys are that close to moving in.
Yeah, send us pictures too when you get close.
Yeah. And then Tracy, who was asking about where the water heater was, says he's related. The reason he's asking is for installing a whole house filter and softener. Great
question. Yeah. So I definitely recommend, if you're even considering doing that, rough in for a water softener. Right, Kelsey? So we have a line item price for that. You can rough in, and typically that's going to be done where it can be done anywhere, actually, but traditionally it's pretty close to where water comes into the house. And you can put your filtration system and your softener there. And then when it goes, when I say loop for water softener, it literally comes out of the wall, has a loop, has a valve, actually has 2 valves, and it goes back into the house, and then goes from there to the water heater. So it has a drain there so that you can, as your water softener is regenerating, which is usually at night after some kind of calculation that you have to do. Usually somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 gallons it'll go through, and then it has to regenerate, and that's what the salt is there for. And as it's doing that, it's dumping that salt water outside, so it needs to drain out. And then there's a 110 outlet there, so you can plug in the softener itself. If you want to put a UV light in there, you can do that there. If you want a chlorinator there, you can do that. You have power to be able to do that. So it doesn't have to, I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be located right next to
With the water heater.
if that makes
Gotcha.
sense. Like you can treat your water all there right where it comes into the house, and then our plumbing is set up such that it'll go straight from whatever it is you do there. It's going straight from there to the water heater. So
Okay.
hope that helps.
Makes sense.
Another advantage of locating water heaters in the attic, is you can centrally locate them, which makes for faster distribution to all of the hot water taps. Sometimes, like my first Tilson home, not the one I grew up in, it barely had electricity, but the one I built, the water heaters were in the garage, and which was awesome for mine and my wife's shower because it was 4 inches away. It was on the other side of that wall, but it was 86 feet from the bath tube. So if you went to go take a shower in my secondary bath, which I never did, I don't know. I heard that you had to turn the hot water on and wait a long, long time. Didn't really care. They weren't paying rent, so they don't get an opinion.
Yeah. The reason I'm adamantly agreeing with you right now is my current home, my tankless water heater is in my garage, and my shower is literally the furthest point in the house that you can get from that tankless water heater.
Last of the loop.
And despite all of the internet rumors, tankless water heaters are not instant, so you still have to wait for the water to heat up where you are. So
Right.
I was very disappointed with that. I remain disappointed with that, but I've learned I can get a lot done while the 5 minutes while my water heats up. But
Great questions, though.
yeah. Then we get Jennifer saying we're building a Palo Duro E in Bexar County. Spray foam installation started yesterday. Awesome. That's so cool to watch too. That's fun. And then Tracy is also asking, do you offer an option for level 4 impact resistant roof?
Yeah, Kelsey, what are those shingles? They're not used to be called Weatherguard HP. What are they called now? You can look at the price book if you need to.
Let's see.
The answer is, broadly speaking, yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. The duration storm shingles.
Duration storm. Okay. If Tracy, you want to go look up Owens Corning duration storm, that's what we're currently offering for that. I put it on my house. It hasn't been tested as far as I know. I don't know. We don't get a lot of hailstorms. Like this is so bad. And putting all these things on the internet. We're going to have a hailstorm and a water heater blow up in my house tonight. So what's going to happen? Deserve it.
Then Rachel's going to be really happy with you.
Yeah, and then she's going to want to do kind of opening from the master bedroom into the utility room. That's what we're at.
Yeah. All right. We've got Jason saying happy Thanksgiving, guys. Thanks,
up,
Jason. We got Teresa saying howdy from Horseshoe Bay. We're building at Big Creek Ranch in Kingsland, Texas. Everything is looking fabulous.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
Thank you for sharing.
Another childhood place.
Yeah.
Good times. All right. Well, we got more videos. So guys, keep dropping your questions and comments into the chat. These are awesome. That's my favorite part of the show. So.
Yeah. But let's take a peek at the rest of the house and then we'll circle back up for the rest of your questions.
So the base Cisco comes as a 4-bedroom design, and what would ordinarily be bedroom 2 here on the front of the house, which is enormous, we opted to do the study, which is beautiful. It's right here off of the foyer as you come in. So we kind of set it up as like a second living space, but obviously it can be used as a place to do homeschooling, as a place to do homework, as a home office. It's a huge space. And opposite the foyer from here is a half bath, so you've got easy access to a half bath there. We also opted to do a beautiful herringbone tile pattern on the wall, which is a beautiful accent wall. Lots of storage. It's already set up with a closet. We put a French door on here, so it has that office feel, but it could easily be converted back to the bedroom if that's what you wanted to do. So the spare bedrooms of this home are more than adequate for multiple people if you need to do that. They're huge bedrooms. They're over 11 by 13. Lots of space. We have the front one here set up with 2 twin beds with still plenty of space in the middle. Beautiful closet. We did an accent wall on the back. We actually did opt in this plan. We did this luxury vinyl plank throughout the house everywhere except the utility room and the bathrooms, just to have a nice continuous feel. It's great for country living. It's a very durable floor. Plus we feel like it gives a nice feel of that kind of the outside wood that we've used as a nice feel on the inside. So the other bedroom on this side of the home faces the backyard, beautiful views out there, a lot of natural light pouring in, exact same size as the other spare bedrooms, so no kids fighting over their spaces, plenty of closet space, and then these 2 bedrooms share a bathroom that's got lots of space in there as well. So as we came back to the kitchen, we got to walk by the beautiful 12-foot by 8-foot patio door that we opted for. It leads out to a gorgeous covered patio that we also put a tile floor down on just to give it that custom feel. Same one that we used actually as an accent wall in the study just to continue those themes throughout the home. So ordinarily you have the door that comes off the dining space that goes there, but we can do it any way you want to do it. As with all the customizations that can be done on this home, you know, we didn't even scratch the surface of what you could do with it to make it your own. There's different garage options you could do, attached, detached, side load, front load. You know, we've done some beautiful customization things here in the kitchen, like the herringbone pattern on the tile and things like that. But really anything you want to do to make this home your own, we want to help you through that process. So thank you so much for joining us on the tour of the Cisco model in Weatherford. I hope you come see it soon, and we genuinely soon hope to make you part of the Tilson family.
All right. So here's that gorgeous study that's right off the foyer. I love the accent wall in here with that brick tile. It's just so cool.
Yeah, and then the little area in the study from that bump out gives you extra area for you could do a wet bar, wine, you know, all sorts of stuff. Wine cabinets, anything, whatever you're going to use that for. It's a really big study. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And then there's that powder bath, which I love the tile and design choices that we made in that, because it even makes such that small space that's usually just like, yep, it's a bathroom. Made it just so impressive and stunning.
Yeah, one of the best features behind that door is the tall cabinetry. So you have extra storage in there, which a lot of powder bathrooms, you don't have any storage. So it's just makes it where it's all one stop. You have towels and everything right there in the powder.
That is nice, because I'm kind of historically anti-pedestal sink for that very reason. Like, I love the way pedestal sinks look, but I'm like, dude, where are you putting the toilet paper? Where are you putting the hand soap? Where are you putting all the stuff? Right? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, this one allows, you can have the best of both worlds. So you get the beauty and the chicness of the pedestal lav, the contrast of that, and the tile, and you still have plenty of storage. So that was super well thought out.
Yeah.
And then those LED mirrors are fun. We just started offering those not too long ago, and we're definitely selling them. So
Nice.
Apparently it's better for putting on makeup. That's what I hear. Something about lighting up here versus lighting here. I don't know.
That's fair.
Likes casting of shadows. Clearly, I don't know.
And they have like daylight, warm light, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's different settings.
Nice.
Yeah.
It has the 3 different tones.
Oh, man.
Very cool.
Selfies, you know.
Golly. That's right. You got the selfie tone. You got to have that. Next thing I need is a mirror that has a filter on it. That's what we need.
They're
A mirror with filter. So we don't actually know how you're going out into the world. You're just like, yeah, that's my best guess.
Good stuff. I'm good for a Teams call. And here's one of the 2 bedrooms that are in there, which, you know, plenty of space in there. We've got 2 twin beds in there and still plenty of space to move around. So great size bedrooms.
These are very good size rooms. Everybody that walks through them mentions how nice the sizes of the rooms are. So they're not super small secondaries at all. Very spacious.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
And the girls.
And there's the girls' room. Yeah, just gorgeous. I love the accent color in here. It's so pretty.
Veiled violet. Very nice.
And then, of course, our closets. Everybody's loving the features with the storage going up the middle. It's really does help a lot, especially with little kids. They can fold stuff and put it there, down lower, and then we can always do 2 bars if you need to.
Nice. And then this is that hallway bathroom that they share.
Again, it has the window. Everybody loves that it has the window, letting natural light in. And then the tall cabinet as well. Just that extra storage helps a lot with anything your kids need as well. So they're beautiful bathrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the back. Of
And
course,
the back.
you can do the cathedral ceiling too out the back if you want. If you don't want the box beams in the family room, you can run the cathedral outside, or leave it like that. We did do the tile on the porch, so it is really beautiful when you step out onto it. And then, of course, those doors again, they're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Killer. And
Yeah.
it's not, they don't swing. It's super not like they slide. They're very well insulated. They're great doors.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah.
Only drawback is we can't do them yet in windstorm. That's the only kicker. We're getting there though. We're working on it. Working on the rating. Because it's like not my problem. That's not.
I'm in North Texas.
Hurricanes don't really make it to
move
Parker
away.
County. Yeah.
Move away. Come to my territory. You'll be fine.
Up here. I got you.
That's right. Yeah. Straight. 12-foot door, 16-foot door. We don't care. Whatever you want. We got you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Let's go in person. Come on out to Weatherford, and these happy folks be glad to show it to you.
What a squared away team.
Yeah. All righty. We've got a few.
Very cool. All right. Well, so guys, keep asking your questions. We've got a couple more, but drop your questions into the chat. We'll answer every one of them. We want to be sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into, and don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of. So.
Absolutely. All right. So we've got Angela saying we're under construction in Blanco for a very customized Bear Bee. Going to see the progress this weekend. And yeah, you can't see something like that and not expect me to look up your plans. It is very customized. I want to see it. So please send us pictures because I really guys, she did the coolest thing with her island. It actually has the seating. The dining table is like incorporated into the island. So she's got her cooktop at one end and then she's got a dining table running down it. So we need we need pictures. We need to see this. And yeah, you upgraded that master. Yes, it's a very customized Bear Bee. You and Brandy had a good time making that. So can't wait to see it. And then we got Michael saying there are like 8 duration shingles. I was quoted an upgrade, but never stated which one. The Storm is a class 3, class 4. Others are class 3.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's why we got the community here. They'll answer for you.
And then we got Jason saying, Adrian, you chose correctly. We built in Lufkin and Tilson was fantastic. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. So we'll do kind of one last call for questions. Anything you want to talk about that's got to do with septics, culverts, all that kind of good stuff. They're coming in. Still coming in.
Yeah. We got Mike sharing our Tilson home will be completed right before Christmas. A wonderful present from Kelsey. Couldn't be happier. Oh. That's awesome.
Yeah, that. Very cool. Thanks, Mike.
That would be cool.
It's gotta make you feel pretty good, right? Not bad. All right. So yeah, quite a bit going on. Oh, we got covered porch.
All right. Ed's asking, would the covered porch on the Cisco be large enough and one wanted it completely screened in? Not sure what the dimensions are.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You can absolutely.
We can make it as big as you want to, too. So
True. Yeah.
we customize it.
It's definitely big enough. It's like it says to screen it in. You just tell us where you want the door, which usually a side you want the door, or maybe right out the center. But yeah, absolutely, no problem.
Awesome.
Yep.
The rear porch. Yep, absolutely. And then Michael says we built a Tilson home 20 years ago in Georgetown. We'll be repeat customers. Looking forward to working with Tilson again. Awesome. Thank you.
You'll be pleased to know that the St. Gabriel is still there, or maybe you won't be pleased to know that. I don't know. But thank you for trusting us again. That's awesome. That's the highest compliment you can get, right? So
absolutely,
that's really cool. Thank you, Michael. All right. Well, first of all, Kelsey, thank you for joining us, taking time out of your busy day to do this. You did awesome, of course. No one was shocked. Dawn, thanks for putting it together. Is there anything else happening around this? We're kind of quiet on the seminars for December?
Yeah, we're quiet because it's Thanksgiving. So we don't really have any seminars planned for this weekend. And just so everybody knows, our design centers are closed on Thursday, of course, for Thanksgiving, but they will be open on Friday. So if you want a Black Friday shop for a house, come see us.
Yes.
We'll be happy to help you. And then we will be having seminars in December. So that first weekend of December, which unbelievably is next week, we've got a built on your lot seminar in Waxahachie and a land prep seminar in San Marcos. And all those details are on our website if you want to sign up. So.
Very, very cool. All right. So folks, do make an effort to go see the Cisco model. The video does not do it justice. It's incredible. Open every cabinet door, drawer, go through it meticulously because it's all kind of little Easter eggs hidden in that thing that are neat design features that you'll want to put in your home. So do that. Again, Kelsey, thanks for joining us and doing this. Thank you to the whole Weatherford team for a very successful grand opening. Thank you all for coming out and supporting us. Thank you, Dawn, for putting this together, as always. So who do I give our credit to for who did the...
Rachel did the PowerPoint.
Rachel did the PowerPoint. Thanks, Rachel. You crushed it.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And yeah, thank you all for watching and participating. Obviously, the journey doesn't have to end here. We don't stop answering your questions here. You don't have to wait till next Tuesday. In fact, don't, because I don't think we're doing next Tuesday. So
yeah, we're not going to be here next Tuesday.
So great news. We have a website that's open 24/7. You can play with plans there. You can do customizations, the custom options, the cathedral ceilings like Kelsey's talking about. You can do all of that on our website anytime you want to. We have new home specialists there on standby. They can help answer questions. They'll text with you. They'll talk to you. No, we don't use chat bots. That's not a thing for us. We use real human beings because they rock and they have emotions. And we also have, of course, Instagram page. We have a Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel that has tons and tons and tons of video and content and all kinds of things you can binge on to answer all your questions. And last but not least, and certainly most important, we got 12 design centers open 7 days a week, except for this Thursday, that are there to help you sit down, answer questions, get a cup of coffee, get a bottle of water, sit down with people like Kelsey and draw out those design changes. You want to move the water heater down and build a closet for it and everything else, she'll make that happen. You want to take the kitchen out of this plan and put it in this one, that's what she does. So she'd love to sit there and hang out with you guys and redline plans and just sit there and dream with you, go out to the color selections and look at all the different features. And yeah, that's what they're there for. So don't let the journey end here. Don't let one question go unanswered. Reach out to us. We're easy to get a hold of. We do
have one question we need to answer. Tracy is asking which homes are modeled in Waco. So in our Waco office, we're going to have a 2-bedroom casita, the Angelina and the Tampico.
Yeah.
All right.
Also
continue.
Okay, well, that's it. That's the whole thing. That's the end. We're done. They got all my note cards.
Porch just got new paint. If y'all want to come see it, it's beautiful in there.
Oh yeah, no, their design center is killer now. Yeah. So shout out to Richard Webb and Brian Dickerson and the strategic response team for getting that done. It looks magnificent out there. So thank you all for joining us. We hope this you find this helpful, and we would genuinely soon hope to make you part of the Tilson family. We'll see all y'all later.
Bye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.